She wanted the opportunity to say a few words.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you. Thank everybody. But you know what? I just can't say thank you to all of you, Jerry, George, Larry, everybody. Ted, for coming up here, and Debbie, all my dear friends and my family. This is my home. I could have just pitched a tent out here when we first found this lot and stayed here. My mother would get so angry. She lived with me for 27 years, and I would come home from working, and I would sit out in the yard, and we had a Chase lounge. And I would maybe have a couple of glasses of wine. Of course, working hard, I got very tired. I'd fall asleep. I wouldn't wake up till the next morning. She would have a roar, those animals are going to kill you out there. I says, you know what? Animals don't hurt you unless you hurt them. But you know what we have here? We genuinely have a jewel. There is no other place, no other community that has something like this within the confines of residential homes. You can walk these paths and you can see the changes, which I've seen the changes. We've had, when I moved here, we had lakes. And then the development went to the west side of town and they built this little culvert. Now, Mayor, I would have gone to jail, but I was a good girl because they got on my case. I was going to put concrete in that culvert so that the lake would stay here instead of build the Twin Lakes. And you know that subject. Many of you have talked that many times. And yes, I did invite Al to be my campaign manager. I wouldn't be here without him. He was my campaign manager. We worked very hard. Many in this room worked with me on my very first campaign, and I thank you all for that opportunity. But you know what? I think what you said today about we all work together. And when the statement was made that I work with both sides of the aisle, you have to do that. You cannot have tunnel vision, especially we're the minority. We always were the minority. We had the majority party 2 years, and that was a delight. But if you didn't work together, you wouldn't get anything. And I have to say, the things that were dear to my heart is very obvious today. The special rec group is very dear to my heart for the young people. What they do for people who have handicaps is awesome. They're horseback riding, they're motorboating, they're doing bowling, they're golfing, they're playing basketball, soccer, things that you would never think that a handicapped child would be able to do, and they're doing it because of the Park Association. So anyway, I am humbled from the bottom of my heart that you made my Valhalla in my name. I cannot thank you enough, and thank you all for being here. I love you all, and just thanks.
Okay, I forgot. We're going to have the unveiling now, so if the park board would join me, and the mayor, if you'd like to come forward for this, we'll do the official unveiling. I knew you could find some words to say.
Was that okay?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, you can take a corner of that. Yes, and Sharon and Mike over there. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Up it goes. And only because you don't live here anymore that you won't be able to see this, our Parks Department made you a mini sign of your very own. Right on her tree in her backyard. There you go. Very good. Thank you.
Not that I drive by here all the time to check out this place and see who's walking the path and not walking the path.
Very good. That concludes our official dedication, and we'll take some pictures with your family and anybody you would like. Thank you. And also, we have Dave Brooks here who would be glad to give any tours if anybody would like to walk around, and Dave can point out some of the mayaples and some of the bloodroot and those kinds of things.
Trout lilies.
Thank you. Trout lilies. Trout lilies.
Trout lilies are out here.